rating climb episode, where I'll just be moving up the rating ladder, in Rapid Chess. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, Urapan Mikolakan with the black pieces, uh, and he plays e4. We'll reply with the Sicilian defense. Goes with the boulder attack. So let's just play knight c6. Because I know the next common move just is playing knight f6, but then kind of if he pushes, I don't know, you could always just have like two knights attacking. You know what? Let's just try it. Well, we'll see if it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it does not work. Just put the pawn here on d6. Prevent that. Interesting. Goes straight for bishop sacrifice. Let's see. Is there gonna be? Well, definitely there's gonna be a. There's definitely gonna be knight. Yeah. There's definitely gonna be a knight g5 follow up. So it's gonna put me in check. If I move somewhere, let's see. If I move back, let's see. And I think my opponent just put in the chat. That I don't know, just a Z and just a slap in the face. Well, we'll just I don't know. We'll see. Let's just calculate. See, besides knight g5, and maybe if I put the king back on on e8, maybe that'll be good. I assume the follow probably is knight g5. If I put the king back on e8, I think it should be fine. It should be fine. Then we can always just kick the knight out with a6. Ooh, f4. Interesting. Let's just kick the knight out. Ask it kind of what is it doing here. Yup. Okay. That's probably just gonna go here. I still would like to just develop some of my pieces. I mean, I definitely like maybe like bishop g4 and some like knight d4 ideas, but then I definitely do not like this. So I just want to develop this dark sword bishop. So I think what my plan's gonna be is I will just let's see if I take. I'll just the center and we'll see from there. Probably takes, yeah. If I take back with the 9 and he takes back, that is, and then I retake. That wouldn't be so bad. I mean, at least this square would be a good square. Um, let's just attack here, because I'm also threatening bishop g4. So let's put our bishop here, and then we'll just manually castle, which is kind of annoying. I mean, that bishop sacrifice was a good move too, because my king just probably will stay in the middle of the board. Let's see if potentially we could even just find just some ways to just attack his king. I mean, his king really has no defenders at this point. Um, I see where he's going for here. Probably just wants to plant his knight here. So what I'll end up doing is probably just moving. Hmm, probably I'll end up is just moving my rook here. So then whenever he places his knight here, we can just counter here and go from there. Should be worth noting that the dark squares around the king are actually very weak. So we could always just I guess we could always just open up the dark squares or find a way this diagonal involved, because once that's the case, we could all. Hmm. Hmm. I definitely might just have some like. Nah, yeah, I definitely could have that kind of idea. I mean, I could also just develop my bishop, target the queen. I could always just target here. Ah, no, that's not a good move. That is not a good move. This is what I'll do actually. I mean, this bishop just won't have any defense if it's here. Um, mm, here. I'm preventing kind of just I'm preventing the knight from going here. My opponent's definitely done a good job of like developing his pieces. They're very active. I'd say my pieces are not that active. And I see. Definitely also takes care of that long diagonal, so that the king kind of, which I mean we could also just take advantage of. I mean, four ideas, yeah, because the knight g4 idea takes care of this bishop. Because I mean, besides going back, which kind of would be passive, the real question is, would I have a follow up for that though? Hmm. So if I play knight g4, I'm targeting the bishop, and I'm also threatening a fork. So he's gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, he's gonna have to do something about that bishop. I didn't. You know what? That'll just be the plan. We'll play. There's probably some other things that may not have taken into account, but we'll see. Yeah, definitely retreats the bishop back, which is the right move. Um, he's probably gonna go for like h2 next. Um, kind of just passive right now. I mean, if I just go for an exchange of rooks, the queen's board. Um, yeah, I mean, less than ideal. What I'd like. It just seems very passive. My position seems very passive right now, which is not what I like. Uh, I guess you know what? I'm just gonna move my rook here. We'll have this kind of threaten or something like that. This we'll have it on this. We'll have a rook on the c file, so then we could always threaten in just a pawn push here. They ever decide to just trade, it just means more lines are going to be open for my king. I should also remember that my king is kind of very weak on the light squares on both sides, so that's also something I should take into account. If he ever decides to push h2, drop the knight back, and I don't know, like reposition it somewhere, even though all of these are just not the greatest. That's an interesting move. Um, I mean, I definitely will. Oh, I mean, he just blundered a rook. Because now this is protected by my knight. Unless I miss some insane freaking tactic. And definitely pushes h2, except I'm just going to attack the queen. And then I'm just going to drop my knight back. So here's the plan. Just attack the queen. If your pre-moves takes h3, we're just winning the queen. And we'll just drop the knight back. Let's just threaten this pawn break here. I mean, I'm not too worried about this. I mean, my bishop is protecting it, my knights, and this pawn too is protecting it. So it's a good thing that he definitely is taking care of the semi-open F file. Well, once my knight moves, it's open file. Mm. And I think he just blundered his queen here. Oh no, he did not. Wait, actually, maybe he did. Because here, yep, he just did. And if he decides to push the pawn, can always just take back. Okay, so it's not looking too bad. I think I probably will end up just losing on time. And I know once I'm ahead of queen, the only thing I want to do is, oh, and he just resigned. So let's go. Damn, 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 that was a good game. But anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then consider dropping a like on it. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.